Traditional set lists that highlight either Hispanic Heritage Month or Black History Month. And so for the summer, we've been diving into our set list that reflects us as Rangers and just New Orleans as a whole. And so please help me introduce the band. On drums, we're going to have Hunter Miles Davis. Wait, he gets a clap too? I thought I was the only one that gets it. Kerry Lewis Sr. on bass. Yes. And again, we make up the New Orleans Jazz National Park Service Park Rangers. And the rest of the band, they're not as special as us, but they are special in their own right. We have Joshua Starkman on guitar, who's super talented, great. Very cool human being. And last but definitely not least, Jamil Sharif playing trumpet and singing. So we're so delighted to have you here today. Please silence your phones or any chatty devices. And we're going to get started with this journey. We're going to take a journey throughout New Orleans, and let's see where we go. But first, I think we're going to start on the sunny side of the street.
Sounds good to me.
Oh, one, two, oh, 1, 2, 3. Get your coat and grab your hat. Leave your worries on that doorstep and just direct your feet to the sunny side of the street. Can't you hear that bitter pat and that happy tune in your step? Life can never had a sense. I'd be rich as a Rockefeller with gold dust all on my feet on the sunny, on the sunny, on the sunny side of the street. So hopefully, by singing that song, maybe the sun comes out just a little bit. Not enough to burn us because, oh my goodness, in June, I feel like we had some of the hottest weather. But through this journey, I think we might go down another street. Let's go down Perdido. Yeah, I think this journey should go down Perdido. Yeah, no, they should know that. You should go down Perdido. Avoid Bourbon Street. Don't take your kids there. We'll get there, though, but you got to drop the kids off at the hotel. have had enough of Perdido Street, right? And I think they want to go down Basin Street. In fact, if you are interested in going throughout the French Quarter and then stepping outside the French Quarter and going inside Treme area, Basin Street has a really nice Basin Street station, which used to be a system or station for trains to come in and let folks off, but now that station, of course, is closed, and they repurposed the place as a museum space or visitor center where you can find out about New Orleans tours, and there's a nice, just a space and coffee shop if you want to stop by and just have a book to read and find out more about Basin Street. So that's Basin Street Station, and we're going to play the Basin Street Blues.
I said Basin Street, whoa, is a street where all those elites always meet way down in New Orleans, the land of dreams, where you never know how nice it seems, just how much it really means. I'm glad to be old, yes sirree, where welcome's free, so dear to me, where I can lose my Basin Street blues. One more time. I said Basin Street, somewhere over there, is the street where all those characters from the 8th precinct meet, way down in New Orleans, the land of dreams, where you never know how nice it seems, just how much it really means. I'm glad to be old, yes sirree, where welcome's free, so dear to me, where I can lose my Basin Street blues. land of dreams where you never know how nice it seems, just how much it really means. I'm glad to be old, yes sirree, where welcome's free, so dear to me, where I can live my eye based on tree blue.
I think the folks like Basin Street. We might go there after. Let's see. Well, sometimes when I'm traveling through New Orleans, I want to get out of New Orleans. And if I had to pick a street to go down, if I was outside of New Orleans, I may go down Beale Street. Yeah, I think Beale Street might be cool. Or what? But exactly, good barbecue. I gotta go to where a nice restaurant is at. What's some spots that y'all have been down, or restaurants that y'all have partake or went to so far here in New Orleans? Want to shout out a place? Oh, don't get silent. Y'all haven't had any food? I know y'all ate something.
You go to Popeye? You go to Popeyes?
They go to Popeyes. Someone named one restaurant that y'all been to since y'all been here.
Probably mothers.
Mothers?
Yeah.
Y'all need to go back home if y'all ain't eating. Go back home.
They just been drinking, that's why.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right.
Change the question. See how many bars. That's the
Yeah,
question.
ours is a nice bit too, since
I asked the
98.
right thing. That's all right. We will have a section for a question that you may have for us coming up after this song. But let's go down Beale Street first. think I want to come back to New Orleans. Leave Memphis alone. All right, so it's just a moment where we take the time to. Oh, awesome! I don't have to say a thing. You have a question? All right. Awesome. Awesome. Awesome question. How to get middle schoolers excited about the genre of jazz and how to bring them into the genre? Well, I'll let the.
Put a quarter on your seat.
That's funny. He said put a quarter on his seat. I'm repeating all these things for the live stream just so it isn't awkward. I should take that.
Excellent question. You said a key word there as far as excited. You get excited. You be enthusiastic about it. You know, because children are visual. You know, they don't necessarily listen to what you say. That's like 5%, but it's more about what you do. So if you are excited about what you're doing and just, you know, that's sort of, even if you're not, that's an old saying that, you know, you fake it till you make it. But I mean, you just get excited about it and say, man, this is really, really great. And they're gonna be like, okay. And after a while, it's gonna start, you know, resonate with some of them. But expose them to a lot of listening. That's the key thing. Do a lot of listening to all the greats. Of course, Louis Armstrong, Sidney Bechet, Duke Ellington. But start with the blues. Let them, you know, because everyone can relate to the blues. But again, the key is just, you know, you get excited about it and encourage them to ask questions, you know, as far as, you know, always have this, you know, like we're doing right now. Sometimes when we're performing, people think it's a concert. You know, we think about New Orleans music, we like the interaction with people. It's not like I'm up here and you're, no, we like to have the interaction because that's what music is about, the interaction. You know, the thing about jazz, you know, jazz is personal. So when musicians are performing, you know, it's an engagement that's going on with the audience. So with the children are already excited, you know, because it's something new to them. And even to the point, you know, if you say you sing, you play an instrument, right? Make that part of the course. So just, you know, I remember when I was in, I can't remember, it must have been 3rd or 4th grade, and the teacher had come to class, and she brought a guitar. I never forgot that she started singing, what's this, A Brand New Day. I never forgot that. So, you know, again, going back to as far as seeing her, you never know what kind of impression it's going to make, but make sure it's always something positive, and for them to see that consistently. Well, does that answer your question? Okay, you're welcome.
Great question. That was a great answer. I was going to tell them wait till they get into high school. Again, I started enjoying music early. Yes, question over here. I wonder how they got so lucky too. No. Well, our park is the only park dedicated to. Oh my, this is awkward. But our park is the only park dedicated to preserving and protecting New Orleans jazz music. So there's no other park that interprets music as a whole. And so that's what makes our park unique. We've all had different journeys to get here. I did 2 internships here, and as well as Hunter Miles Davis, he did 2 internships, and so that's how I got here. Now, if there are other parks that decide to create a space highlighting different genres of American music, then I'm pretty sure they would open the space up for more park rangers. I hope that becomes the future, but that's just how I got here. Mr. Lewis has been a part of the National Park Service in the space of like being hired as a local musician, but now he's a ranger, so he's had longer experience with this park as well. So yeah. I think I saw another hand being raised. Awesome. So what's back?
What's your favorite fun festival to play in or attend?
My favorite festival to play in and or attend? I haven't played in many festivals. I've only been in about, let's say, 5. And out of that 5, my favorite festival to play in is Jazz Fest. I love playing in jazz, and I usually perform in the gospel tent, and I've done a lanyard stage, but I really enjoy Jazz Fest because it's such a variety of stages, and although it's kind of step away from the true culture of New Orleans and become more mainstream, there is a space for local musicians to play. And I just love seeing everyone come to the city and take in our culture. It's a favorite festival to attend. Essence Fest. Yeah. Please, someone else take that. So I know there's so many festivals that I don't know
Well,
about.
I agree as far as I had the opportunity to play quite a few festivals, but by far the New Orleans Jazz and Heritage Festival, because it encompasses a variety of styles of music. Plus, people come to New Orleans, we all say for 2 reasons. That's the music and the food. So when they come to the jazz, they know what they're coming for. And what's great about it is that they're different. How many folks have been to the Jazz Festival? Okay, what's great about it is that it's not like when you go to like maybe Chicago, and there's like one stage, and then you have to sort of wait for all the other acts. But when you come to New Orleans to the New Orleans Jazz and Heritage Festival, say if you like gospel music, you go to the gospel tent, and it's strictly gospel music. If you like modern jazz, you go to the jazz tent. If you like traditional jazz, so it's set up, and you can sort of mark your calendars for where you want to be at. So they have everything from Bruce Springsteen to Count Basie, you name it. Well, that's the great thing about it. There's a little bit for everybody. The kids tent, so that's it's excellent. The New Orleans Jazz and Heritage Festival.
I guess I have a question for you. What's your favorite festival that you have attended, or maybe you're a musician and you play? Awesome. Yeah, French Quarter Fest is cool. It's coming. It's getting bigger and bigger each year. The only problem that I have with the festival is that it's really hot along the river. And so with Jazz Fest, you can go under a tent and get some type of shade. But either if you go into a club, or unless you go into a club, the festival can become really hot. I kind of chose the wrong profession to go into because I do not like crowds. But I enjoy the music, so that's what makes it worthwhile.
Speaking of French Quarter Festival, do you know when it was started? I'm sorry? The French Quarter Festival? No. It was right after the 1984 World's Fair. And the reason being is that during that time, a lot of the local businesses on Bourbon Street, they were suffering. So at that time, they approached, the business owners had approached the officials here and said, something's got to give. So they came up with a term as far as be a tourist in your own city. And from that time, it was mainly to kind of get people back into the quarters, because you had the 1984 World's Fair. Not saying it's like, wait a minute, I'm going to the World's Fair. I'm not going to go down to Bourbon Street. So a lot of businesses end up suffering. So next thing you know, that started to turn back around. And of course, they started to see it grow at the level it's been growing, and it's been growing ever since. And of course, it started off, it's not like the Jazz Festival started off, with mainly locals, but then of course, with something like that, the corporation started seeing the potential, yes. Yeah. So, but that's how that came about.
And for the people that have attended Jazz Fest, it used to be in Louis Armstrong Park, and now it's at the fairground. So this starting from a small seat, and then there's, I believe, at least 300,000 people attend Jazz Fest each year, and this past festival has yielded the most attendees, since COVID. So, yeah. Well, if you don't have any more questions, then we're going to continue with our program. Is that all right? Okay, I know. Thank you. I know y'all are dying to leave your kids at the hotel or wherever and go down Bourbon Street, so that's where we'll go. I think the folks like Bourbon Street the most. I don't know. I think it's because the alcohol. But so we're got down to our last one or two songs, and before we let you go, just want to give you some reminders. So our site, the National Park Service site for New Orleans Jazz, is down at 916 North Peters. And we have programs for the rest of the week at 2 p.m. We have a Ranger Talk Tuesday through Saturday at 10 a.m. And then on Saturday, we have our drum circle. Before it leaves my mind, do you have any shows? Do y'all have any shows that you want to invite the visitors to see throughout this week? I know y'all playing somewhere.
It's Charlie Gable's birthday at Toulouse Theater tonight.
Awesome. All right.
Charlie Gras.
I guess can we say how old he's making? Because it's
91.
91. So check that out. Where at again?
Toulouse Theater on Toulouse Street.
Toulouse Theater. Check out Charlie Gabriel's happy birthday set.
Jazz legend.
Yeah.
He's really old.
Super. If 91 ain't old, then I don't know.
Big preserve.
And
I'll be at Fritzl's European Jazz Club tonight from 8. That's 733 Bourbon. I'll be there from 8 to midnight. And then Thursday night, I'll be at a place called Mahogany Jazz Hall, which is on 125 Charters across from the Marriott Hotel. I'll be there from 8 to midnight. So again, Fritzl's tonight, 733 Bourbon, and then Thursday night at Mahogany Jazz Hall.
all right, good. So you have a couple of spots to check out. And again, we're open at our visitor center. We're open 9:30 to 4:30. I believe there's a performance at 5. No 5 o'clock performance today, so you gotta come back again and visit New Orleans again and check that 5 p.m. show out. But we're gonna send you out with one last song, and that's titled "Do You Know What It Means to Miss New Orleans?" So thank you all for coming. Do you know what it means to miss New Orleans and miss her each night and day? I know I'm not wrong. I miss the one I care for more. The nights I'm away, I miss the moss-covered vines, those tall sugar pines, where mockingbirds used to sing. And there's something I would like to see, that lazy Mississippi hurrying into spring. Moonlight on the bayou, Creole tunes fill the air. I dream of magnolias, and soon I'm wishing I was there. Do you know what it means to miss New Orleans? And that's where you left your heart. And there's something more. I miss the one I care for more than I miss New Orleans. That concludes our set. Jamil Sharif on trumpet, everybody. Joshua Starkman on guitar. Hunter Miles Davis. Carrie Lewis Sr. I'm Jay Purdue. Thank you for coming through. And hope to see you down at 916. See y'all next time. Bye-bye.